This question is asking us the mass of an object measures what? The choices that are given are the object's resistance to being accelerated, the weight of the object, how much the object presses on the ground, and none of these. Now first let's answer the weight of the object. Weight and mass are two different things. Weight is the gravitational force acting on the object due to the gravitational pull of the Earth. So the weight is the gravitational pull of the Earth on that object. That's what the weight is. Mass, though, is the amount of matter. For example, an object on Earth will have the same mass than the same object on the moon. If you take the object to the moon, that object will have the same mass. However, the object at the surface of the moon will have less weight than it would have on the Earth, because at the surface of the moon it will be subject to the gravitational pull of the moon, not the Earth, and the gravitational pull of the moon is smaller than the gravitational pull of the Earth. That's why it's going to have less weight. So it is not weight, it is the amount of matter. And then the third choice here is not correct either, because an object is going to have mass whether it is on the ground or not. Even if it is flying, for example, not touching the ground, it's going to still have mass. So that would not be correct either. Now, what about the object's resistance to being accelerated? The thing is, the bigger the mass of the object, the more matter that it has, the more difficult it is to accelerate it. The more difficult it is to speed it up, the more difficult it is to slow it down, the more difficult it is to change the direction of its motion. So mass is a measure of the object's resistance to being accelerated. You might see this expressed as well as inertia. Inertia or mass, both of them are referring to the same thing, which is basically the object's resistance to being accelerated, or the object's resistance to its motion being changed.